You guys try this manifesting technique. It works. Like, it really works. I promise you it works. I'm sitting in my manifested dream luxury apartment. So I promise you it will come to you.
Only your heart can tell you what is right. You really should listen to yourself.
What's up, Unique Nation? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can become a part of the family. First and foremost, before I get this video started, I want to send a special thanks to all of my subscribers, new and old. Y'all are amazing. I am on the road to 200 subscribers, and every day my subscriber count is just going up and up and up, and I'm just so thankful and grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for commenting. I just really appreciate y'all. I really feel like you guys are a part of my family, which you are. Like, my subscribers are my family. I love y'all so much. So I just wanted to show you guys my gratitude before I start this video. Again, I'm just so thankful and grateful that you guys keep rocking with the Neek Way. Like, listen, I'm just so grateful for y'all. So thank you. Give this video a big thumbs up if you are a part of Unique Nation, and if you're just joining Unique Nation, then definitely give it a big thumbs up. Okay, comment down below and say, I'm with you, girl, we here. So we're just gonna go ahead and get right into the video. I don't want to hold you guys any longer, so let's go. As you know by the title, this video is going to be how I manifested my dream luxury apartment, guys. Yes, I manifested my dream luxury apartment, and it just sounds so surreal. Like, even when I say it, like, I'm still processing that I manifested my dream apartment. Like, I'm not gonna say that I thought it would never happen, but I don't know, it's just like when it actually happened and I sat back and I realized, like, girl, you manifested this place. Like, you really spoke this into existence. Like, it's crazy. So I'm gonna give you guys the tips and tricks that I did to manifest my dream apartment in just literally like 2 months. Like, literally 2 months or less, if my calculations are correct, but in 2 months or less. Okay, so let me give you guys a little backstory, and then I'll give you how we got here, or how I got here. Okay, so back in 2020, I was living at my very first apartment, which it was very first apartment-ish, if that makes sense. Like, you know, it was like I didn't have any type of apartments on my, you know, my credit and stuff, because I was, you know, that was my first apartment. I actually moved in my first apartment in 2019, and then, you know, rolled over into 2020, of course. In 2020, like, I just realized that I wanted something different. Like, I wanted a luxury apartment. Like, I just wanted what I wanted, you know. Like, I am a very specific person, and when I want something, I go for it. Like, I'm not gonna be completely 100% happy until I get what I want. And when I set my mind to something, that's what's gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna settle for less. So I realized well, I want to say like January of 2020, that was the time that I realized that, you know, I wanted something different. The lease was for 12 months, or actually it was 13 months, and I knew that, you know, that year would be the year that I would be moving from my current apartment at the time to a new apartment. So 2020 January is when I really was like, okay, I want, you know, a new apartment. And so I was already into like manifesting. Like, I was already into scripting. I was already into journaling. So January of 2020, I started just writing down everything that I wanted. And along with everything within what I wanted was, of course, my new apartment. And so while I was scripting in my journal for the apartment that I wanted, I was very specific. I was giving very specific details as to what I wanted in an apartment. And so every day I would write down what I wanted in my apartment, what it was that I was looking for in my apartment. And so I just kept scripting, and every single morning I would wake up, I would script down in my journal what I wanted. And like I said, my apartment was always included in that. So fast forward to about July of 2020 is really when it started getting down to the nitty-gritty, because my lease at my apartment was up in September. It was up on September 30th actually. And so I'm like, okay, well, I need to start looking for apartments. So I'm apartment hunting, which is the worst experience in my life. Like, I hate apartment hunting, I hate house hunting, all of that. Like, I don't like it. It's annoying. It's just like, ugh, it's a headache. So was apartment hunting, couldn't really find what I wanted. So I was like, okay, you know, I still got a little bit of time. So fast forwarding, September came, September 30th came, was not ready, didn't have a place to go, did not have an apartment ready and, you know, ready to move from one to the next. I was like, oh my God, like, I'm really here. Like, I knew that I was not renewing my lease. Like, that's one thing that I knew. I knew for a fact that I was not renewing my lease at that apartment. Like, I just wasn't. Like, I didn't want to, it wasn't happening. I ended up moving out, and I was kind of in a space where I'm just like, what do I do now? Like, you know, I had to get a storage for my stuff, furniture, all that. Had to get a storage unit, and I went back to my parents' home. I went back to their house until I found a place that I wanted to go, which I was okay with. I was actually thankful, so thankful and grateful that I had somewhere to go and I wasn't just out here on the streets. Like, so I don't really mind telling people like that, yeah, I went back to my parents' house. It wasn't because I couldn't, afford my living situation or whatever. It was because I was just being very specific and not picky, but just very specific about where I wanted to move to. So I went back to my parents' house, and then once I was there, I was continuously every day looking for apartments. It still couldn't find one. It was just a big hot mess. Like, I was worried. I was getting worried. I was worried about it. I'm like, okay, so like, wonder if I don't find a place. Every apartment that I did say, okay, this is nice, they didn't have any moving dates until December. Now it was October, and I'm like, I don't want to move in December. Like, I need to find somewhere to go right now. Like, my parents, lovely, I love them, no issues, but I was just so used to being out on my own, having my own space. And so I'm like, I cannot wait until December, cannot wait until like November. Some of it was November, and some of them were January, February. I was just like, no, like, this is not, no. So so one day I was kind of just like over it. Like, I was like, you know what, I'm putting it in God's hands. Like, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna stress about it, I'm not even gonna think about it. Okay, I'm like, I'm just not gonna worry about it. So after I did that, like, I just kind of was just like, whatever, it'll happen when it happens. And so one day, my sister and I she was like, we were looking for apartments, and she was like, Neek, she was like, check these out. And I was like, okay, looked at them. I'm like, okay, like, this is what I've been looking for. Like, where have they been? Dream apartment, literally in the flesh, like right there on apartments.com. I'm like, okay, so boom. I ended up going to check them out, and did, like the little walkthrough and everything, and they were just like, okay. And I'm like, yes, yes, and yes. Like, this is it. Like, this is me. Like, everything was perfect too. Everything that I wrote down, everything that I wrote down and spoke into existence was in this apartment. From more countertop space, marble countertops, an island, like open concept, like everything that I asked. 2 bedrooms, like 2 bathrooms. It was just everything that I had wrote down in my journal. Like, and it was kind of, again, surreal. It's just like, wow, like this is crazy. The neighborhood, community, perfect. Like, I'm just like, this is it. Like, I belong here. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be. Got the call, you were approved, here's your move-in date. Got the move-in date. It just happened. So it happened in like a blink of an eye, y'all. It was like the one day I was like, I'm gonna forget about it. The next day, found the apartment. The next day, got approved. And it was like, it just started flowing from there. And I could not believe it. Like, when I actually held the key in my hand to my luxury dream apartment, my mind was just blown. Like, I really cannot believe it. So, and then let me tell y'all this, and I'm gonna get to how I did it. So it was like the smallest things that I started realizing once I actually moved into my apartment. Is like, girl, you asked for this. Like, I was like, I want my apartment has to have a light in the shower. Like, it has to have a light in the shower because I just have an obsession with lights in the shower. I like lights in the shower. I didn't even realize before I moved in that the shower had a light in it. Like, this is what I wrote down. Like, my shower has a light in it. Like, this is literally what I wrote down. And I did not realize it until I moved in and I took a shower and I looked up and there was a light. There was a light. Like, it's just so crazy. It's crazy. Like, manifesting is real. Like, manifesting is so real. Like, if you don't manifest, you need to. Like, so now that I got my manifestation story out of the way, I'm going to tell you guys how I actually did it and what techniques that I use to get my luxury dream apartment. So the first thing that you want to do when you're manifesting or when you're starting your manifesting journey, you want to purchase a notebook. You want to get you some type of notebook, and I actually recommend getting a notebook that you really like. One that, you know, you are happy to write in. One that you're like, okay, I love this notebook. Let me go ahead and get this and journal, okay? So this is my current manifestation journal. Well, it's not my current one. This is my newest one. This notebook right here is my ultimate. Like, this has so many like entries. Like, I'm not, like, when I tell y'all I would really be out here manifesting, like, I'm almost done with it. And had I been really consistent, like, I would be done. But like, this is all I have left. This is the many pages that I have left of my journal. But like, I manifest like on a daily. And I was actually gifted this notebook, and I just knew it was just like I felt like this was going to be the journal that was going to get me to where I needed to be, and it was going to give me the light that I was just needing in my life, and it was. And I'm so thankful and grateful for this notebook. I will keep this notebook forever because I like to go back and I like to read and, you know, see the things that I actually have now, and just be grateful for the things that I was asking for and I now have in my life. So y'all, my journal entries that I put in here to get my apartment is all here, and I hold it dear to my heart, and I will keep it forever. So get you a notebook, get you a pen that you love to write with. Like, get you a pen that writes smooth, that makes you feel good when you're writing. I don't know, it's probably me that's just weird like that. Like, I love notebooks that just make me feel good. Like, you know, I love writing, and so pens make a difference for me. Once you get you a notebook and you get you a good journal, you're just gonna start journaling. Like, just do your entries every single day. So what I would do is I would date my every entry I date. And at the top of the page, I write gratitude. I write gratitude because we're grateful. Like, you have to be grateful. You have to show your gratitude in order to get something. You know what I'm saying? So I write gratitude at the top. And then after I write that, I simply write, I am so grateful and thankful for. And then I just get to start writing what I'm thankful and grateful for. And I write as if it's already happened to you. You write as if you have it already. And this is the key to manifestation. If you ask for it, it's letting the universe know that you don't have it. You're kind of like giving that I don't have, but I want. You don't want to do that. You want to write as is. So say that you're manifesting a new car. You say, I am so grateful, I am so thankful for my brand new, and please please be specific. Specifics are key. Like, you have to be specific. Write down exactly what it is. So I'm gonna say I'm so grateful and thankful for my brand new red 2021 BMW. Okay, we thinking big. Okay, BMW, and whatever the BMW is, type of, you know, the model you want, write that down. Be specific. I love the way my car rides. I love the way it hugs the road. It's so smooth. I got my windows tinted yesterday, and all my friends, they love it. They love when I come and pick them up. Like, just be specific. Write your whole, like, the whole day out, or whatever the case may be. Just write how you feel it. Just write how you feel it. So write how you feel, and then you know, just make sure you make it plain. Keep it plain. Like, we want details. Like, you have to write it in details. So after you journal, after you make your journal entry, I like to sign it. I sign my journals. Well, before I sign it, the last line that I write says thank you, thank you, thank you. I write it 3 times because I am very churchy. I'm very spiritual. I believe in God. God gives me these things, okay? I manifest through God. So I write thank you, thank you, thank you. 1 for the Father, 1 for the Son, and 1 for the Holy Ghost. I'm thanking all 3. So I write it 3 times. But of course, if you do not believe in God, you can write to the universe. You can write to whomever you believe in, but still say thank you at the end, because again, we want to show our gratitude. We want to show that we appreciate what it is that we're writing about, so that we can attract it, so that we can get it. After you do that, for me, I pray about everything that I write in my journal, because I just feel like, let's double up. Let's, you know, get that prayer going. I pray about it. And here's the last and final key to manifesting what you really want. Forget about it. Write it down, and you write it every day. Every day you're gonna write. But once you write about it, you don't think about it for the rest of the day, because when you constantly think about something that, you know, you don't have, you're just thinking like, oh, when am I going to get it? Is it going to come today? Is it going to come tomorrow? You're just pushing it further away. So if you're constantly thinking about it, you're thinking about it in lack. So you're lacking this particular thing. You're lacking this particular person. Don't dwell on it. Just write it down and forget about it. Go on about your day. Stay in high positive vibes and just go about your day. And I promise you, it will come to you. I'm a living witness. I'm sitting in my manifested dream luxury apartment. So I will not steer y'all wrong. I'm telling you, it was all God. It was all manifesting. It was all just being positive and believing that it's going to happen. So those are the keys to manifesting your dream apartment. I don't want to say it's easy. It's easy to write, but it is sometimes hard to forget. It's hard to forget when you're trying to like manifest something, or you want something so bad. It is hard to forget, and trust me, I've been there. But once you get to a point where you can write it down and, you know, speak it into existence and forget about it, it's gonna come to you when you least expect it. And I promise you that it will. Please, 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 you guys, try this manifesting technique. It works. Like, it really works. I promise you it works. So just wait on it to manifest, and I promise you, you will see that whatever it is that your heart desires, and you write it down and you manifest it, it is going to come to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if you love it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you are currently manifesting. Comment down below and let me know if you're currently manifesting, if you manifested something in the past. I want to hear it. Let's chat. So make sure you comment down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can become a part of Unique Nation and join the family. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.